Good morning, children. Welcome back to 9th standard, second language English, first lesson, Aruna Asaf Ali, part 2. Dear children, in the last class that we have studied about Aruna Asaf Ali, how she break the conventions at the age of 19, and what a daring personality, what a daring person was she. Am I right, children? And also that we come to know that she was arrested twice at the time of Dandi movement. Okay, then in 1932. Got it? In 1932, again that she was arrested when she was going against the hunger strike, against the callous treatment given for the political prisoners, and she was shifted to the Ambala jail. Am I right? Yes. That is what that we have learned in the previous class. Okay. Let us study about the remaining part of this supplementary reading lesson called Aruna Asaf Ali. Dear children, we know that Asaf Ali is her husband and she married him at the age of 19, who was 20 years senior to him. Asaf Ali is also one of the great freedom fighter, prominent freedom fighter of the country, children. Isn't it? Okay. Shall we continue the remaining part of this lesson, children? Yes. Then open your textbook, page number 162, children. See, look at it. In the left side of that page, and this page is displaying here also, children, for your convenience. Yes, he is the man called Asaf Ali, the husband of Aruna. Yes. Yes, open. Something significant happened in 1942. She attended the Bombay Congress session along with her husband, during which the Quit India resolution was passed on 8 August. The committee had planned the hoisting of the tricolour at Gauhalit and Maidan, but the British got wind of the plan and arrested top leaders including Gandhiji a few hours before the event. What followed is best described in her own words. My husband and I were not in the least surprised when in the early hours of August 9, the police knocked at the door of the flat where we were staying. When they announced Asaf Sahib's arrest, I asked, "What about me?" There is no warrant for you, ma'am, I was told. I was pursued at the British sergeant who had come in a taxi with a couple of policemen to let me accompany them to the railway station to see off my husband. Dawn was about to break and there was a cordon around Victoria terminus to keep crowds at the bay. As I walked along the platform, I saw Maulana Azad sitting at a window in a compartment of the special train and stopped to talk to him. As a Congress president, he was to unfurl the tricolour at the public gathering at Gauhalit and Maidan at 8 a.m. I made up my mind on an impulse. I am going there. This decision to stand in for Maulana Azad was the beginning of the chapter of the heroism and unrest in the life of Aruna Asaf Ali. Our narrative proceeds. Look at these paragraphs. In these paragraphs that we come to know one of the remarkable incident which had happened in the life of Aruna Asaf Ali. See, what was the remarkable incident that she is explaining in these paragraphs? See, in 1942, at the time of Quit India movement, Quit India movement, Chale Jao movement, or in Kannada, Bharata Bittu Tolagi Chaluvali. Am I right, children? So during the time of Quit India movement, one of the remarkable incident happened in the history of in the life of Aruna Asaf Ali, my dear children. Look at it. Something significant happened in 1942. She attended the Bombay Congress session along with her husband, during which the Quit India resolution was passed on 8th August. On 8th August, Gandhiji and other freedom fighters have decided to go against the Britishers, to do the protest against the Britishers, in the name of Quit India movement. So the meeting was held between the freedom fighters, and they have planned a march to go against them. Got it? But see there, the committee had planned the hoisting of the tricolor at Gawali Tank Maidan. See, what did the committee decide, children? The Congress committee, the freedom fighters committee, have planned to hoist the Indian flag at the Gawali Tank Maidan, Bombay. Look at that, children. Look here. This is one of the highly cordoned area. This is one of the highly protected area during that period, children. The British office stood nearby, and it is highly protected area, children. In that Gawali Tank Maidan, that the Indian freedom fighters have decided to hoist the Indian flag. Hoist in the sense, got it? So they have decided to hoist the Indian flag as a token of march, as to go against the Britishers, to show their protest by hoisting the Indian flag in that very highly restricted and highly protected area of the Britishers called Gawali Tank Maidan. When they have decided to do so, the Britishers got wind of the plan and arrested the top leaders, including Gandhiji, a few hours before the event. Look at that. All the freedom fighters have planned to do this action, children. So, when they have a plan there. After the hoist of Indian flag, it is spreading the symbolic message throughout the country that the movement has started. In that way that they have planned. The Britishers have they have smelled the plan of these freedom fighters, and they arrested all the notable freedom fighters, all the well-known freedom fighters, all the front leaders of the Indian freedom struggle, including Mahatma Gandhiji, just a couple of hours before their planned action. Look at this. This is the highly protected area called Gawali Tank Maidan, children. Today, it has become a park day. It has one of the heritage place. But it has inspired number of thousands of freedom fighters during that period. And this Maidan, this field, has given a great name to the Aruna Asaf Ali too. How? Let us see. Look at it. When they have arrested all the freedom fighters, the notable freedom fighters, children, what followed is best described in her own words. What had happened after this incident, after when the Britishers have arrested the freedom fighters? See, that she has described in her own words. Look at that. My husband and I were not in the least surprised. When they have arrested the notable freedom fighters, the British police have not arrested Aruna Asaf Ali and Asaf Ali children. That's why that she was surprised. When the early hour of August 9th, the police knocked on the door of the flat where we were staying. The police came to Aruna Asaf Ali's home. They knocked there. door children, and they announced Asaf Sahib's arrest. The police came to their home and they told them they have come to arrest Asaf Ali, husband of Aruna. Okay. She asked, okay, on the 8th August they have not arrested, but on the 9th, early morning, they came and arrested Asaf Sahib. I asked, what about me? Aruna Asaf Ali, she asked the police, what about her? In the sense, what about me in the sense? Are the British, aren't they arrest her? They said, there is no warrant for you, ma'am. I was told. When she asked I asked for the police whether they are going to arrest her or not. They replied they are not going to arrest her because there is no warrant or there is no such plan to arrest her. I was pursued at the British sergeant who had come in a taxi with a couple of policemen to let me accompany them to the railway station to see off my husband. Look at it. She pursued, she told to the British police who had come to arrest Asaf Ali that she will come along with her to see where those people are taking her husband to. Okay. So that she said that she will also accompany in the sense she also go along. Isn't it? Come along with them to the railway station to see off her husband. See off in the sense ಹೋಗು. Our husband ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ that she also came there. Dawn was about to break and there was a cordon about Victoria Terminus to keep crowds at the bay. See, dawn. What is dawn here? D-A-W. Dawn in the sense? Okay, early morning. In Kannada, munjane. Opposite of dawn, children? Yes, dusk. Write down. Dawn, dusk. Okay, see. Dawn was about to break in the sense slowly. Okay, the sun was rising. It is getting light, and there was a cordon around the Victoria Terminus to keep crowds at the bay. Okay, cordon in the sense the barricades were put around at the Victoria Terminus railway station of the Bombay. The police were protecting. The police were keeping guard there, and the restrictions were found at the railway station too. And see, as I walked along the platform, that she was also walking along the platform, railway platform children. I saw Maulana Azad sitting at a window in a compartment of the special train and stopped to talk to him. When she was walking on the platform, Maulana Azad, another notable freedom fighter, who was sitting by the side of the window at that train children. Okay, by looking at him, she stopped there and she started to talk to him. She talked to him. And it was a special train. Yes, in that train, all the freedom fighters were put there and they were taken to some other places in order to, curb, in order to, what do you say that? Mislead the movement. Okay, mislead the movement or in order to divert their spirit. Okay, so look at it. When she stopped to talk to him as a Congress president, he was to unfurl the tricolor at the public gathering at Dohali Tank Maidan at 8 a.m. It was planned that Maulana Azad has to unfurl in the sense hoist the flag at that Dohali Tank Maidan which we have come across now. So that they have planned to hoist at 8 a.m. But now he is arrested. I made up my mind on an impulse. I am going there. When she was talking there, she all of a sudden she changed her mindset and she got a plan and she decided to do something, children. Okay, he made up my mind in a sense. She decided. What she has decided? She has decided to go and unfurl the Indian flag at that Gohali Tank Maidan. Look at the courage, look at the patriotic feeling, look at the way that she had in her attitude, children. Okay, it is one of the daring action that she has decided to do that action. I am going there, she said. This decision to stand in Maulana Azad was the beginning of the chapter of her heroism and unrest in the life of Aruna Asaf Ali. Just this incident, this decision which she had taken to unfurl the flag at the Gohali Tank Maidan at the time of Quit India movement in 1942, that too on August 9th, has become one of the great incident in the life of Aruna Asaf Ali, and it shows the heroism, bravery and the courageous attitude of that Aruna Asaf Ali from that day. Okay, it doesn't mean that she was not courageous earlier. She was very courageous. Okay, but after this incident, she became one of the notable and a prominent figure throughout the country. Look at it. What happened after that? Bholabhai Desai's son Dhirubhai had come to the railway station and he drove his car to the Maidan. See, to that same railway station, Bholabhai Desai came to, Mr. Dhirubhai came to that station. She requested to take her to that Gohali Tank Maidan in his car, and he has taken. And when she went there, the meeting was declared illegal under section 144. See, the people were gathered. The prominent freedom fighters were already arrested by the Britishers. But the common patriots, but the common people who were planned to go against, who were planned to join the movement, they were there. They were already there. But the Britishers were already declared 144 section. It means curfew. Curfew in a sense, it is one of the rule. It tells that no public meetings, not more than 3 to 4 members have to be go together or assemble together. If they do so, it will become the offense. That is called 144 section, children. So the curfew was under declaration there, and they declared illegal. Look at that, illegal. Opposite of illegal, legal. Illegal in the sense ಕಾನೂನು ವಿರೋಧಿ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ. ಲೀಗಲ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನೂನಿನನ್ವಯ ಅಂತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಲೈಕ್ legal, illegal. The 144 section was declared. A white-skinned sergeant gave 2 minutes for the crowd to disperse. White-skinned, who is the white-skinned sergeant here? Yes, the British officer who was there. He gave a time. He gave only a few 2 minutes to disperse, to go or disperse in the sense, yes, to make that space free or to get back to their home. When the British sergeant said disperse, I quickly scrambled up to the dais, announced to the people the arrest of the leaders, and pulled the cord of the host of national flag. Hardly had the flag been unfurled when the police lobbed tear gas shells into the crowd. The men and women ran helter and skelter with tears streaming down their cheeks. The experience of that morning made me decide that I would not again tamely enter the jail by the offerings of Satyagraha. Aruna's act of defense on August 9 virtually marked the start of the Quit India movement. She now became the full-time activist in the movement, eventually going underground to avoid being arrested. She became the editor of the Inquilab, the monthly magazine for the Congress, along with the Ram Manohar Lohia. See what happened. When the British police announced to disperse, she took courage and she ran towards the dais, this is platform or the stage, and she loudly shouted and announced that those Britishers have already arrested the notable freedom fighters like Maulana Azad, Gandhiji, and Asaf Ali and others. So, and she unfurled the Indian flag there in the presence of the British police. Look at the courageousness of this lady, children. When she did this act, children, the police lobbed the tear gas cells into the crowd. They started spreading the tear gas to the people who gathered in order to make them disperse by force, children. See, this is the real picture of that incident, children, which was happened on that day when they loved the tear gas. The people ran helter and skelter. They ran in a different direction. And there was a screaming down their cheeks. Tear gas, it has some chemical content, children. Okay, so that's why it creates some such type of feel, children. It doesn't harm, but okay, the screaming, the people will start cry when they get this type of gas. The experience of that morning made her decide that she would not be tamely enter jail by offering satyagraha. So on that day, when she did this act, that she has decided not to enter to the jail again. By doing satyagraha that she has decided to go underground. What is it? Aruna's act of defense on August 9th was virtually one of the great incident, and it gave a great start to the Quit India movement. See there. So from that day, on 9th August, the Quit India movement was started. She now became the full-time activist of the movement. After that incident, she involved completely in that movement, and eventually going underground to avoid being arrested. She was underground. She did all our political activities, our freedom struggle, in a underground. Underground in the sense, secretly, in order to escape from the arrest from Britishers. See there. And she became the editor of Inquilab, the magazine, monthly magazine, children. There was a Inquilab magazine was there during that period. And she has become the editor in the sense. She started to write for that paper, children, that magazine. A magazine for the Congress, along with Ram Manohar Lohia. Ram Manohar Lohia was also there. She was working with Lohia. To that paper, that magazine. When she did all these things, the British police were announced a prize for the arrest. See that, children. In the 1944 issue of the magazine, she advised the freedom fighters not to allow any academic arguments on the questions like violence and non-violence to divert attention from the stern realities of the day. I want every student and youth to think and feel as the soldiers of the nation that is to come. See, she has suggested in one of her columns, in one of her articles here, that not to talk about the violence and non-violence, satyagraha and the fight. See children, during that period, we could see the two types of freedom fighters. Some people are following Subhash Chandra Bose, some of the freedom fighters were following Mahatma Gandhi. The people who were following Mahatma Gandhi, they were following the non-violence. They were following the principle of non-violence. But those who were following Subhash Chandra Bose and Bhagat Singh, they were taken the violent route. The intention of both the parties, both the people, is to make India free. That is why that she wisely wrote an article to the people not to comment on any of these two about violence or non-violence. Violence or non-violence comment not. Just you keep on as fighting against the Britishers. If they are following violence, let them do so. If they are following satyagraha now, let them do. Like this, that she suggested the people. And also she inspired the freedom fighters. She inspired the citizens, especially the students who were studying in the college and school children. She inspired them to be a soldier, to go against the British and to fight against them. Through her writing, she inspired thousands of students to jump into the freedom struggle. In the meantime, the government announced a reward of rupees 5,000 for her capture. See, she became a headache. She became a torture to the British police children. Got it? Just a minute. Yes, in the meanwhile, the government has announced 5,000 rupees reward for her capture. See, she was an underground children. She became a headache to the Britishers because British police were not able to capture her children. In such a tricky way that she was living children. Got it? So, after that, after all these incidents, that she became ill. When Gandhiji come to know that she was suffering from illness, he advised her to surrender. Gandhiji come to know that he also come to know about the way that Aruna Asaf was involved in the freedom struggle, and he became very disappointed hearing about the Hillary children, and he suggested her to surrender. I have sent you a message that you must not die underground. You are reduced to a skeleton. Do come out and surrender yourself and take a prize offered for your arrest. Reserve the prize money for the great Indian cause. Look at it. Look at it. Gandhiji advised her, I have sent you a message that you must not die underground. Aruna, why are you suffering in such a way? Just you surrender yourself that you are in a very bad condition, your health is not in a good condition. So just you come out from the underground and surrender yourself. And you must not die underground. Hagine Saibeda. Just you surrender. Gandhiji suggested her to surrender. And also he said, you are reduced to a skeleton. You have become very weak. Do come out and surrender yourself and take a prize offer for your arrest. He suggested to surrender and come out from the underground and to take the prize which was announced to arrest her, the rupees 5,000 man. Take the prize yourself and you surrender. That's what he suggested. And also he suggested her to reserve the prize money for the great Indian cause. Taking that money that he suggested to reserve that money to make a great Indian cause. However, Aruna surrendered only when the warrants of arrest were cancelled on 26th January 1946. See, she didn't agree all of a sudden. As far as the suggestion of Mahatma Gandhi, okay, she was surrendered only after when the warrant was cancelled on her name. When British police withdraw the warrant on her name, then she was surrendered. That too, okay, on 26th January 1946. After India attained independence, Aruna Asaf Ali turned to social work and helped to establish the National Federation of Indian Women in 1954. See, she didn't sit passively after Indian independence. She established the National Federation of Indian Women in 1954. What did you do? So then she's involved in the social service. In 1992, she was awarded the Nehru Award for International Understanding. See, she was given one of the greatest award, that too in 1992, that was the Nehru Award for the International Understanding. She breathed her last in July 1996. In a sense, she was died. The India after on her death, India lost one of the great Indian woman freedom fighter of the country, children. She was died in July 1996. So the country honored her with its highest civilian award, the Bharat Ratna, posthumously. See, posthumously in the sense, yes, after the death, the award which is given after the death. Okay, the Indian government awarded the great prize of the India, one of the greatest reward of the country called Bharat Ratna, was awarded to Aruna Asaf Ali after her death. See, like this, children, she lived so many days, so many years after the Indian independence, and became the great personality of the country, and become one of the great patriarch of the country. What did you do? So this is how that she led a great efforts to make India free, and she lived so many years after the Indian independence. That's why that she was called as the Grand Old Lady of the country. What did you do? Yes. I hope that you have understood this lesson, children. I hope that you have understood about Aruna Asaf Ali's deeds and her patriotism. Yes, write the answer to the questions which are there in the exercises. Do it well and show to me in the regular classes, children. Dear children, I have a short video of 1.5 minutes regarding this